Well, today I found myself in Peterborough at Lock 21. This is part of the Severn waterway system that was kind of completed in 1904. I wanted to see it on Thanksgiving weekend before it finished the season, but let's take a look and see what we got to see here. Welcome to the Peterborough Lift Lock 21. This, from my understanding, is the 65 feet hydraulic lift. And it's, I think, the tallest in the world. So for those of you who do not understand lift locks, let me explain. The river is up here. This river down here. So this right here, the boats will go into this lock and then it will go down to level to this. So it's like an elevator for boats. And I think that is flipping cool. So the Severn waterway, I think, was completed in 1904, and this was actually started like it took them like over 100 years to build this thing, but it was started for military purposes, to be able to get military supplies to like Lake Ontario fast and movement and up to like Georgian Bay. And it was, yeah, that's kind of how they started. And then they saw commercial purposes for it, so they started to, do that. But then because it took so long between the railroads, moving all our goods, and then trucks became a thing, this was really not needed for commercial purposes. So this is really not residential, this is more for recreational purposes, to be able to get your boats from Lake Ontario all the way through the locks. I think there's like 40 some odd locks all the way through. And this is one of those iconic lift locks. 65 feet, it's pretty cool. And it closes this weekend. This is Thanksgiving weekend, so this is gonna be it for the season, from my understanding. And I think they opened it like 10, or is it 9? So that right there is full of water. And then when this comes down level to here, that will open. They will swing open, and then that boat will then sail out. This is quite the thing. I've never been here before. This is my first time. All these years, this is my first time. There it is, 1904. That's when this thing was finally finished. So that big thing's going to come on down. That's crazy. Anyways, let's continue our adventure up. And the river is right above us. That's something else. I made it to the other side. But yeah, we'll walk down that part in a minute. I want to see if there's any boats waiting to go down. So I want to see this thing. Ooh. I want to see this thing operational. Well, we're at the top. This is where the magic is supposed to happen. But there's no boats. Looks like it's quiet today.
Look like anything's gonna happen anytime soon now.
Yeah, I know, right? So to understand a little bit how this lift lock works, well, first off, it took 8 years to build. This this whole thing took 8 years to build, and it opened in 1904. It's 65 feet, which is 19.8 meters, and there's only 8 lift locks of this type that have been built in the world. 2 are in Canada, the others are in Belgium, France, and Great Britain. It took, what else was it? And you can have as many boats in the lock as you can fit, but it'll still weigh the same because the displacement of water is equal to what is put in. So whatever the boat comes in with is how much water weight will dissipate. So here's how it works. It's like a little elevator, right? So those 2 chambers are mounted on these rams that kind of go down, and it pushes the water up and down. Here, you can read because it'll probably be easier than me trying to read it to you. Take a screen cap. I'm trying to keep my camera steady, so take a screen capture. I don't know if this is going to happen today because it's quiet. What a beautiful place to go for a walk, go for a cycle ride, bike ride, or go for a run. I could wait here all day, but I don't know if anything is going to happen. Maybe I'll get some B-roll from the internet and I'll show it here. It's a beautiful day though. Opened in 1904 with a lift of 19.8 meters, 65 feet. This is the highest hydraulic lift in the world and the first of two built in North America, both on the Trent-Severn waterway. It operates on the balance principle. A constant water pressure supports each ram through connecting pipes below the ground. When extra water is let into the upper chamber, a connecting valve is opened and the heavier chamber automatically descends, forcing up the lower chamber to the start a new cycle. Among innovations made on the first lift were the use of concrete, air-filled seals, drop gates, and cast steel presses for the rams.